thank you for inviting me to your living room.
Thank you for coming.
You've
So
come
dressed
in the right attire.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, you know, let's start with that. You know, in the film, it's, you know, a little bit more glammed up, a little bit more costumes, decorations, etc. So the girls can tell us. You could please start with costumes and how it was.
It's a lot of fun, as you can see, and there's something about this period that is just making the world go crazy, and they all want to dress like people in the show. It's just, I've never quite experienced anything like it. This, it's kind of released everyone's inner 1920s because we often go to events and this kind of feeling that people are liberated to just dress in this way, and that they kind of want to be there and participate in it in this way is really shocking, and I find it to be so much fun. It's like we said, you know, it's okay just to do that, and so it's nice. I'm pleased.
Having said that, they don't want to get dressed up as the servants of us. But
did you get a new outfit for the film?
Did I get a new? I might have got one. I only have two outfits, a black one and a blue
and a black one.
A black one and a black one, yeah. And I think she might have made a new one. I mean, it's so beautifully made. It's a delight to wear. I mean, even though it's a bit drab. But I think it's beautiful. It's so structured so beautifully. And I think she took an original design and remade it, because back in the day, in season 1, we wore original costumes, didn't we? And then they started to disintegrate because, of course,
they were 100 years old.
They were 100 years old, or whatever, and you know, we wore them twice, and holes would appear and things, stitching. So they had to rethink all of that and remake them with.
Anna Robbins is a genius.
She is a genius.
She's a genius, and you see it in the women's costumes.
That word really applies.
No, it really is astonishing. She works with a fashion house, I think, doesn't she? She works in tandem with a fashion house, and. You know, when we were at Ealing Studios doing the TV series, the women making the costumes were down at the end of the corridor where our dressing rooms were, the secret squirrels we called them. Yes, down there working away all through the night. And to
like
see
pixies,
them,
yes, making
she'd buy bits of material in Paris flea markets and from all over the place and meld them together into these costumes. Whereas we wore the same thing every time. You know, went from a black suit to a brown suit, and that was it.
You went tweed. You went
and I wore the same thing for 7 years.
But it's still very detailed, though. I mean, you know, even the men's suits are very detailed.
No, absolutely. And in fact, I had some suits made new for the film, because the ones from the TV show were in an exhibition, so we couldn't
God
get
forbid.
them. So I had some, and again, beautiful detail, and the all the costume. We have great craftsmen and women in Britain making these costumes, and all through the series, the attention to detail has been fantastic.
It is a little bit heartbreaking, though, because occasionally you'll take a snapshot of just people sitting around in costume, and they'll inevitably be in the frame, contemporary people just kind of walking around, and they look so horrible in contrast. It's just like, what are we thinking? I mean, we just don't look as good anymore. We wear these big puffy jackets, everything's shapeless, and it's like we don't care anymore.
Would you honestly want to have to change your clothes 4 times a day? Like you did there?
You talked me out.
That's only when the royals are visiting. Otherwise, it's probably 3 times.
3 times, exactly. Yeah.